Drop this video out to you real quick. Just had an outstanding weekend. Did a bunch of hiking on Saturday and Sunday. Had a great time. The weather was phenomenal. You get to top of some of these peaks and you're overlooking downtown Denver, the airport. It was absolutely gorgeous out. Then I want to contrast that with last week. Really busy speaking, had some coaching to do, and I'm driving all over Denver, and I got stuck in rush hour traffic a couple of times. I thought, wow, this sucks. Who likes to do this on purpose? And I thought to myself, and this kind of ties into where I'm going with my career as well. I thought, rush hour traffic, what a terrible idea. Hiking, what a good idea. So I put those two together and I say, which one would I like to do more of and which one would I like to do less of? And rush hour traffic, are people sitting in rush hour traffic because they want to? Or are they sitting in rush hour traffic because they think they have to? And then I look at hiking. I absolutely love hiking, and I'm like, this would be a lot more fun to do maybe Monday through Thursday, or maybe hike 5 or 6 times a week instead of trying to cram that into 2 days on the weekend. How can I do more of that? So as I'm contrasting the two, I'm like, let's do less of this, the rush hour, and let's do more of this, the hiking. And I'm going to relate that to my career as well, and you might look at your career the same way. And I say to myself, okay, where do I want to be in the next 2, 5, or 10 years? And I've made the decision to make my career as a speaker, an author, and a trainer and a coach. So I look at what my career is right now and where I want to go to figure out what I need to do to get there. And I say, okay, speaking has been going phenomenally well. Having a great time here in Denver, speaking to a lot of groups. It's been very well received. I think, okay, I could do a lot more of this. This is not a problem. Now I think to myself, wait a minute, if I become a professional speaker and that's all I'm doing, what is that actually going to look like? What is that in the corporate world? Is my corporate ladder leaned up against the right building? And I think if I want to end up speaking all the time, let's just say I speak 50 or 100 times a year, and odds are most of those aren't going to be in Denver. I'm going to end up at an airport. Now, until I have my own private jet, that's not a lot of fun. Going to the airport 50 or 100 times and it's going to take 2 or 3 days to travel to each particular event, is that really what I want to do? You know, would I rather spend my time with my better looking half, or would I rather spend my time in airports to derive a living? And I think, man, that's a horrible business plan. So as I started speaking a whole bunch, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute here. I need to start developing some income sources from some other areas so I don't get stuck in those airports for 50 to 100 times a year. Because that's a horrible existence, taking my shoes off every couple days to have someone, you know, hit me with a wand. That's a terrible idea. So when I look at that, I'm like, okay, what do I need to do in my career to develop the ideal lifestyle? If I knew I couldn't fail, what would I be doing? That's what this looks like. So this is the career. 2 to 5 years from now, where do I want to be? Because what I do today will help me get to where I am in the next 2, 5, and 10 years. I always tell people when I'm coaching them, you know, if the horse is dead, stop riding it. Why would you keep doing what you're doing if it's not going to get you where you want to go? Look at somebody that's been doing what you're doing 5 or 10 years longer. Is that the ideal lifestyle that you want to have? If not, you need to do something drastically different to get to ideally where you want to go. So as I'm looking at my career, and I can always talk to you about, you know, later or in person about the things that I'm doing to get to where I want to go, to develop some passive residual income that's not going to require me to be there to make the money. Unfortunately, speaking is just a high-paid hourly job. I get paid a lot of money to go out for an hour's worth of time and speak. If I can't go speak, I can't make money. That's a terrible business model. So the same thing applies to me as applies to everybody else. You need to look at where you are today versus where ideally you want to go and what path are you on. And if I continue on that speaking path, and all I do is speak and I don't develop any other sources of income, I speak, and then 10 years down the road, I'm really angry and aggravated as a motivational speaker and really annoyed most of my life in an airport, I'm the idiot. Because I knew that I pressed the gas and I was going down a road that the bridge was out. So why would I keep doing that? So just think, rush hour traffic, horrible. Climbing and hiking, wonderful. Which one do you want to do more of, and how is your career going to take you? Because what you do today is going to affect where you're going to be in the next 2, 5, and 10 years. So just some thoughts and ideas. Maybe that can help you guys out. There's a whole reference library. I have a couple hundred books that I've read that have helped me figure some of this stuff out. If you want to know what those are, feel free to contact me here, Chris@BecauseAverageSucks, and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Oh, phone's ringing. Time to go. 2010 is running short, so go out there and get it. Set your goals and dreams. I believe in you. I'll talk to you soon.